This conference will now be recorded.
Yep. So, any doubts or any concerns in yesterday's demo session actually so far, like because I also didn't post anything in WhatsApp, but thanks again for coming back. Yep. So we'll start off with the session. So do let me know for any doubts or something. And again, in case of any concerns or something, so you can reach out always to Mr. Kumar. So this will be always his number. So yeah, anything should be related to course, content or time, you can call him up. Yes. So that's the initial things. Yeah. So let's start it up for today. So today's agenda, like or what we are going to deal about is like say, so let's see the first installation part of it. And okay, let me share my screen. I hope the slide is visible actually. Yep. So today we'll be seeing much more into the introductory part, I would say. So let me open a page. Okay, so today we will be seeing like say uh, installation part. Installation part. So basically first we need the Java and then we need to have the Node.js and we need to install the Appium. Okay. So and then we need to have the Android Studio. And if in case if you have your iOS, we need to install your Xcode. So this is only to iOS or Mac specific. Okay. Yeah. So this installation we'll see, and if time permits, we'll try to do a configuration of emulator or real device, emulator or real device. Okay. So I'll also show that to you. But if you ask me like whether these things are required for cloud, so absolutely not required because they are already configured and having these things. So it doesn't necessarily need to do for a cloud device. Only for an emulator, so even for an emulator, it doesn't require. But for a real device, we need some settings that needs to be updated on the Android device. But for iOS device, I'll show you the procedure, but I will not update mine because then the phone will get a lot of beta updates. But I can show you what actions we need to do because iOS is a little complicated and a lengthy process when compared to Android. So that's the reason. Okay, so just give me a minute. Okay, so let me give you the installation steps actually, and also like we'll be from the tools perspective, we'll be using the IntelliJ community version. Okay, so that's the version we'll be using it. So the first and foremost thing, so if you want to install your Java, right? So basically it's going to be quite easy. So just go to google.com, just type in like say Java installation. Okay, so or Java JDK installation. So I think now the latest version is around 21 or 22. I don't remember, but it should be like more than 20. So you go to your Java JDK download. So it's 22 actually. So any version which is greater than 17, you can use it up. So maybe go for the mid version 21. Sorry, 21, and depending upon your mission, just try to install it up. Okay, so if it's a Linux, try to use it up, but obviously Linux, I don't think so anyone has it. But if it is a Mac, maybe I saw like one people having a Mac yesterday, so you can download this depending upon your I would say go for a DMG version. Okay, because you install it and the image will be created, so that is an easy one. Okay, and if it is a Windows, quite simple as it is, go for a exe version. Okay, it will install on its own. So it's just click download this one and click next, and it should be fine. Okay, so there is no specific
I have
configuration.
Okay, I
Mhm.
have a question. So,
Yeah.
uh, what is the minimum latest version that I have to use? Because I have already set up 1.8. So, do
Eight
we?
version. Try to have the latest version actually, because we have for Appium we have something like Java client which will support JDK version 17 and above. Because if you have
Oh, okay,
1.8, it's fine actually, but it's a very older
okay,
version. But the Java client
okay,
version, which is used in Appium, so let me show it to you. Maven repository, and we have something like a Java client. Okay, so IO Appium. So this Java client version is 9.2 version. So most probably
okay,
this will support JDK's 15 or 17 and above. That's what I would remember
okay,
actually. So if it is
okay,
lesser
okay,
version, it will throw a exception actually, because certain files
okay,
will
okay,
not be able to load it. So that's the reason.
okay, okay, sure.
Yeah. So anything above 11 should be fine. 11 or 15 and above, yeah, should be fine.
11 also is
JDK
fine,
11.
Arvind. JDK 11 is fine, Arvind, or else it should be 17 or 17 above.
Better to have 17 actually, because 11 I didn't try
Oh,
it, but 17 started to work actually. But 1.8 I'm sure it will not work. It will throw us an error. Yeah,
okay.
because
Yeah, fine.
previously I had a 1.8 only.
Sir, 22 is fine, sir.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. 22 is fine. Yeah.
22.0.1. Just now
Yeah.
I installed that. It is fine, right?
Ah, yeah, that's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. Yes,
Thank you.
yes. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, sure. Just a minute. Okay, so that's about your JDK. This is pretty much straightforward. Just you download it and run through it, and it should be installable. But again, like say, we need to set the environment variables, okay, for your JDK. So let me mark that one as well for Java. Set the environmental variables, okay. So I have a documentation. So let me check whether I have it handy over here. Just a minute. Yeah. Okay. So here this you can find it out here. So usually for a Windows machine, for a Mac machine, it doesn't require, because automatically it will be set up on us. But it will be setting once you install it. I mean in the Mac, but in a Windows machine, we need to set it up. So this is a older version, but the procedure is same actually. So you need to go to your what to say? Okay, let me check it. Yeah, here is the environment variable. So if it's going to be an environment variable, so go to your My Computer properties, and you can go to like say advanced system settings, and you can choose something like say environment variables. So this can also be done with the help of when you go to the start menu, you can just type in like say edit environment variables. So you will get two options. Just be cautious, because you'll have like say account level and the system level. So if it is your office laptop, you cannot set it at the system level, but if it is at your home laptop or your personal laptop, you can set it at your system level. So that is one restriction actually. So depending upon what type of laptop you use, and you can use that way. Okay, so that is one thing. So you go to the environment variables, and under your environment variables, I do have something called uh, like say this is the user level variable, as you can see, and this is the system level. So each one will have a new and edit. So if you have access to your system level, just click on new, and then just type in like say Java underscore home. So that should be the default name. and the path where it has been located. So usually this is the path, C program files Java, it will be located. So you can copy that from your mission, okay, don't do it for whatever is in the screenshot. From your mission, just copy it and you can paste it over there. Okay, so this is the first and foremost, and then you have the bin folder inside your system variable, or both in account level variable. We have a path variable available, as you can see. So here also you need to add till your what is it, till the bin. Okay, the same thing what we previously copy pasted, but give a slash bin and add it over here. Okay, at the last, don't replace it. At the last you add it and click on OK, and that should be fine. Yeah. So this is how the installation will be done actually, or it will be complete, because whenever you want to type, you check the Java version, so it you basically fetches this from the environment variable. So when you go to your terminal, so as you can see in the terminal, we can give like say Java space hyphen version, and it gives the version for you. Okay. So as you can see, I have like say Java. Sorry, just a minute. Yep, as you can see, I have like say the Java version 17. So I think it works for me, and I've installed only this one actually. But for you, like you can install the latest one, 22, 17, 21, anything you can install it. So it should be fine. Anything above 11 should be fine, I guess. But 17, let's keep it as a base maybe for us, for our session. And this is how you can identify whether it has been installed or not. Java hyphen version. So I use the terminal since I use a Mac, but you can use the Windows machine as well. The same command, you can go to your command prompt and give Java hyphen space hyphen version. So it should give it. So in case if you do all these setup and you didn't give this one, just try to restart your machine once, and I think most probably it should work. Yeah. Okay, so this is about your Java environment setup, and next one is going to be a Node.js, which is going to be again one more easy task. So again, go to your google.com. So Node.js in download. Let's put it as a download, and this is the download website for you. So let me ping it in the chat for reference. Okay, so I think most people are here. Yeah, so this is the JDK download. I put it over here. Yeah. Okay. So you can make use of it. So once you launch this website, depending upon your machine, it automatically selects. So no problem for it. You can download the version. So I think the latest version is 22, but 20 is still fine. So it should be working fine. So no issues on that, because 20 is the latest stable version. The current version is always a very latest one, which we might not be having much insight into it, because it's under the development process. And again, here also it's a very easy one. Installation, just download it and just double click on it. It should work fine. Yeah. So just keep the default settings and it should be very well fine. Yeah. So any doubt in these two installations so far?
So running would be for Windows also, it would be ARM64 option. Arvind?
Uh, for Node.js, you mean?
Yeah, yes.
Ah, yeah, yeah, that should be fine. Yes, yes. So if you go to Windows, I think that's also like 86, 64 will be there. I think most of the machine nowadays are 64-bit, so
Okay,
shouldn't
okay.
be
Yeah,
any
64 bit.
issue.
Okay.
Okay.
So generally, why are we using this Node.js, Arvind, here? Since we have already IntelliJ.
Ah, yeah, Node.js, why we are using it is like to basically run the Appium. because Appium, like as I told you yesterday, like the desktop version is no longer available after 2.0. So to run the Appium version 2.2 version and above, we need the Node.js because we install it via Node.js and we run it via Node.js. So and also it is easy to use or from the coding part as well. Like you don't need to manually run it up, actually manually make the Appium to start. You can run it from the code, but only with the help of Node.js.
Okay.
Because usually what we do it is like the Appium server needs to be running in order to recognize your devices or something. So that's the reason, like say what we do it is like we every time start like this. Like say if I open my terminal or your command prompt, whichever it is, so I give like say Appium, okay, and it should start your Appium. Okay, so let's wait for a minute. Yeah, as you can see it started my Appium. Okay, so this one, like say every time for our session till you get familiarized with, we'll be starting it like this. But once we are into the coding part or the framework part, we need to identify a way so that this intervention is no longer there. So I don't need to manually start it, wherein like say I can start it something like say from your Node.js part, I can create a bat file, or in Java itself, there is something called a process available, and the Appium also will provide us certain features wherein directly you can start it without going to your terminal. So that is always done with the help of your Node.js. So that's the reason we have your Node.js.
Okay.
So to
So
make
just
it
to
more
keep it in
automated.
short, like just to keep it
Mhm.
in short, like in order to not to do manually restart the APM server, we'll use Node.js.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes.
Sir, it is asking for additional files to install while installing the Node.js. Should we install all those things like Python, all those things it is asking for installation?
Oh, is it? Okay, maybe that
Something
kind
like
of.
chocolatey,
Okay, okay. Then install it. Yeah, it's required. Yes, yes.
it is required, sir.
Yeah, you just
Okay,
download it like this, and then you're running it, right?
correct, sir. I click next, next,
Ah,
and gave a
yeah,
checkbox
yeah,
to everything.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Just give checkbox to everything. Yes, no problem, no issues. Yeah,
okay.
should be fine.
Python, which is not installed, it is saying it will install.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have
Python, no
Python
problem.
on my machine. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, sure.
okay.
No problem, no issues. It will just install the basic version actually, because sometimes certain features makes use of the Python, so that's the reason. Yeah.
Okay, sir. It is
Okay, so.
downloading in the command prompt itself in the PowerShell
Oh
window.
yeah, in the yeah, in the command prompt window itself, it will download. Yes, there itself
Yes,
you
sir.
can see the progress. Mostly it takes
Yes,
like
yes.
10 minutes or max 15 minutes to install. Yeah, at the most.
Okay, sir. Fine. I can do the backend activity, right? Whatever you tell further,
Yeah, yeah.
I can do
Yes,
it along with that, right?
yes,
Okay.
you can do that.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So the next one would be, yeah. So Node.js part. Okay. So this is done. This is also. So here, usually setting up this environment variable is not required usually, because automatically sometimes in some Windows machine it is done. But in case if it is not done, you can also verify it. Okay, so setting up environmental variables should be automatic, but still have a check. So how to check it up? It's quite simple. So let me take the path of it. Just a minute. is it install Node.js? Okay. So as you can see it over here, so maybe I need to change the screenshot because now the UI is different now. Okay, so what I will do, it is like to check the you can go to my PC properties, and depending upon the version you can download it. Okay, but again these things are not required now because now the website is more capable to detect what mission. But how to check node version will come to the later part. Okay, but how to set the environment variable? So usually this is the path where your node.js will be or your node.js will be installed. Okay, so this bracket is name of your laptop's name, app data, roaming, npm. Okay, and then we need to search for the edit environment variables. Okay, so this is what I was telling. So if you have access to your mission, then go for a edit environment variable for system level, but if you don't have access, go for the account level. Okay, and then what we can have, it is like, say you can go to the path. Okay, so this is like, say I would say, let me shrink a bit. Yeah, so when you see the path, this is like account level, this is at system level. So we have the path over here. Just click on the path and paste this path over there, whatever we saw in step 1. Okay, whatever we saw in step 1, under the path, just edit it and add it either at the system level or at the path level. Okay, either one. Okay, so usually if you have system level access, just add it over here, so that is more global than account level. Okay, so and how to verify it up again? So you need to give, like, say node space double hyphen version. So where this is the node version, I'm using it. And if you want to get the npm, so npm space double hyphen version, it's 9.6. So basically node and npm is not a different context, it is both the same. So inside your node only we have your npm. So your node version is different and npm version is different because both are like, say npm is like a package inside your node. Okay, so don't get confused if someone asked you whether you have installed npm or installed node. Both are one and the same. Okay, if you install node, the npm will automatically get installed, but both will have a different version. Okay, as you can see it over here. Okay, okay, so this is how it is about. So any doubts here so far? So let me ping these commands to you actually in our chat. And again, like, say if you can share me your name and WhatsApp number, so we'll just create a group and share these documentations, whatever I'm showing it to you. Okay, so just ping it maybe at the end of the session or any time when you find the time. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go to the next one. So usually the installation is the installation of Node.js automatically creates it, but in case if it didn't allow, then you can manually check it up. Okay, so before we go to the Appium installation, so let me see, like, say how many of you are using your Windows or Windows machine. Maybe you can ping it, like, say Windows or Mac, which machine you use it. Okay, that's great. Yeah, thank you. So 1 Mac and 4 Windows. Yep. So maybe let's see the Windows first actually. So how we do it up. Okay, since majority is Windows, because Mac is quite easy. But again, the process is going to be quite simple only. It's going to be a common one. But yeah. So let's check it quickly. How do we install it up? Your Appium part. Let me open. Yeah, it's over here. Just a minute. Okay, so to install your Appium, the first thing is like you need to have your Node.js. Okay, so that is mandatory. So that's why the first one Node.js. So let me open this one. Okay, so and then the first thing is like, okay, so this is the command to install your Appium for your Windows. Okay, so let me give it this list to you. Okay, so I'll share these documents actually once the end of the session. So before that, if you can post your WhatsApp, your name and WhatsApp number, so I can just give you the links, you can have it up. So this is the command. As I said you, for Mac and Windows, it's going to be the same command. Okay, so once you run this command, right, you go to your terminal or you go to your Windows command prompt, just type like say npm space, or let me clear it over here, it's quite big. Thank God. Yeah, so usually what we do it is like we give this command npm I, npm space I hyphen g apm. Okay, so like this you can give it up this command to install your Appium. For Mac and Windows both is the same command, I would say. So yeah, I already pinged it. Yeah, thank you. So it's going to be the same command. So just when you run it up, okay, it automatically installs it for you. Okay, so I'm not going to install because I already have it. And once it installs, it takes like around like say 10 minutes max to install. And how to check the version of it? So basically you can give like say apm space double hyphen version. So if you give it, it will get you the version of Appium that is installed for you. So for me, I think it's 2.2 or something. Yeah, it's like say 2.2. Okay, 2.2 available. But I'm in a older version, so here you can see it's suggesting me to go for 2.41. Okay, so this is about it. But ignore all these plugins. We'll see that at the later point why we have used this one. It's a different set of concept, I'll tell you, but for now we'll focus into this 2.21. Okay, so 2.21 is my version, and this is how you can check the Appium version what you have installed. So here there is no need to put anything inside your environment variables. It's not required because it is pulling it from your npm, so that's the reason no need to mention anything specific inside your uh, environment variables. Yes, please, Soumya. Yeah, you can unmute yourself or you can
Yes,
chat.
sir. Actually, after installing, it is showing 2.5.4 APM version. So that is compatible, right? I have installed 22 for Java version.
Yeah, yeah, it should be fine. Yes, yes. I think like yesterday also.
Java is 22 and APM
Mhm.
is 2.5.4. So both will be
Ah, yeah,
compatible, or does it show
yeah, yeah,
any
yeah.
errors while running?
It shouldn't show. It shouldn't show maximum, but let me check it. Yeah, 2.5, right? You have it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's
2.5.4.
5. Oh, okay. That's more advanced one. Okay, it's fine. No, no problem, no issues. Maybe while running it, let's see like if it faces any issues. Yeah, let's try it out
Okay.
because here
We
this
can
is the
uninstall
official.
again, right?
Yeah, yeah, we can uninstall again, reinstall it. Yes,
Okay, fine.
anything is
Thank you.
possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yep. Okay. So once you install this, like you can just type in APM or sometimes like say start APM. Let me see whether it works. Ah, okay. Start is not recognized because the older version had a start before it. So now you can just give it as a APM and it should start your Appium server. Maybe you can also, if you, in case if you install, just give it a try. So this is how it is done. So when you just closely see it up, for me, you can see there is some available drivers available, but I think when you try to execute it, for you, it should be like available drivers empty. So we need to install these drivers, okay, because these are external drivers before we migrated to 2 version. So all these UI automator, Mac, everything we need to install it separately one at a time as a command. But now it is not like that. You can directly install it. So how do I directly install it? Because these drivers are mandatory. So let me explain you what this driver is about. UI automator 2. So this driver is required in case if you are using your Android device. So this is a mandatory. If we try to recollect, like yesterday we saw an item, like say in the slide, how does the communication between your Android and Appium happens. So it happens through a UI automator. So that's the reason we need to install the UI automator mandatorily if you want to have your device being recognized.
So, Arvind, all these commands
Mhm.
need to do from the APM commands need to be run in normal command prompt only to
Sorry,
install
can you be a
APM
little
and
bit louder if you don't
no,
mind?
I was just talking about the APM installation command, whatever that
Uh-huh.
can be done in through our normal command prompt.
Normal command prompt is fine. Yes,
Okay.
yes. And if you want to install this driver, right, the simple thing is like say first give it like say Appium driver list. So that is the first command actually. Appium driver and then space list. Enter it. So you can see the list of Appium drivers that is available. Okay, so this will give like say whether it's installed or not. So I've already installed, so it is showing installed for me, but for you it should be like say not installed or uninstalled or something like that. But if you want to install it, it's quite easy command. So just you need to give Appium driver install, Appium driver install, give a space, sorry, just install, give a space, just provide this name. That's it. Name and the version is also fine. Yeah, provide it like this and give an enter, it will install the item. For Android, I think this UI automator 2 is mandatory. The rest other option is not required, I would say. uh, okay, so that is the one. So rest other things are, even Espresso is for Android only, but it's not a mandatory thing. If you want to install, you can install it up, but Espresso, as I told you like yesterday in the slide, it is like verifying the code part of your application. But here we are not going to use it, but still like say if you want to install it, you can install it, go ahead with that. The rest other thing like say XUI test, Mac 2, Safari, Geeko, Chromium, everything. Chromium you can install. Maybe why I'm asking you to install Chromium is like say to sometimes the web apps, web application also we can try to open and check it, like say google.com or something. I'll show you a demo so you can install it up. But Geeko is not a mandatory, I would tell. But yeah, so I just install it for some other purpose. Yeah. So that's the reason. But when it comes to Android, the UI automator is mandatory. The Espresso is like an optional one. And when you come to the iOS, this XUI test is mandatory. Mac 2 is mandatory. Safari is mandatory. So the Safari is the browser associated with that. So these three things you need to mandatorily install.
This G code driver is related to Firefox, right, Arvind?
Yeah, correct. Yes.
So actually, in order to interact that web application, this Gcode and Chromium are required, as Chromium is for both Edge and
Yes.
Chrome browser.
Exactly. Because sometimes when hybrid apps are there, so it automatically opens a browser, right? So for that, basically these drivers are used.
So we'll also be doing web applications also.
Uh, Hybrid apps, let me check actually whether I have it, but I have another way to do it. We'll be doing that one. Yes, an alternative way I have it. Because some demo applications I didn't find any hybrid apps, but I found a workaround which I can show it to you. Yes.
But for safer side, we can install both Geeko and Chromium, right, sir?
Yeah, yeah, we can install.
Instead.
Yes, yes, yes.
It is
But
just a plugin, right? I mean the
yeah, it's
driver
just
plugin.
yeah, it's just a package
Yeah.
available.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can
Okay.
install it. No issues.
But before that, we should stop APM, right? Before installing. Actually, I'm getting some command like to stop
Yeah,
APM.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Stop the APM and then install it and restart it. Yeah, that means start it
Okay.
again. Yes, because while installing
Okay.
the APM, if it is running, it might encounter some exceptions or something like that.
Okay. Whatever the versions it is suggested for you, it is compatible to all the devices, right?
Yes,
Like
all the
I'm just
devices.
downloading the same packages which is mentioned on the screen right now,
Yeah, yeah. Even you
like
can
for
try this
Pico
one
and Chromium.
APM. Yeah, APM driver list. You can put it. It's the same thing. It will be available. Just you can copy paste this one. Should be fine.
Okay, okay. You just gave the command, is it APM driver list in that?
Driver list. Yes, this command.
Oh,
So I'll just post it
mm,
in the group.
okay. Sir.
Arvind, like if you can put all these commands like the steps in one Word document, that will be helpful for us, I think, when we are doing installation.
Yeah, sure. I'll send out this text file actually, but a Word document I'll send it out. Yeah, sure. I'll do it. I'll convert this to a Word. So it's already there over here, but yeah, I'll convert it
Yeah.
to a Word. No issues. Yeah. Okay. So this is how you install the additional drivers. So once you install it, the APM will be full-fledged available, and you can see like how uh, when I start my APM, the logs are getting displayed. The same thing you will be getting it. Okay, so this is the prerequisites I would tell to help with that. So at least the plugins, don't worry about this plugins. We'll see it at later point. For you, it might not come, but this should come for you at any point of time if you're in Android or iOS. So at least this should be available. Okay, so you need to have this one. Yeah. Okay, so this is about the installation of APM. Okay, so yes, APM installation. So from npm we will install. No environmental variable is required. Okay, and then we have the Android Studio. Okay, so once all this setup is done, we'll have the Android Studio. So what is Android Studio and why we use that for? So basically, one thing is like say, if you install your Android Studio, your app, your device or your laptop might be a little slow. So that's why I suggest many people either to use the cloud or a real device. Okay, so because that will be like more lightweight and you can perform more. Actually, I would suggest like a lot of people to use a real device because it will be of more faster than a cloud. Okay, so that's the reason. But installing an Android device is just an experience. You can try to use the simulators or emulators and use it up. Okay, so over here, if you see Android Studio, how to install it. So just again, we need to go to your google.com. Okay, you can go to your
Actually,
google.com.
Android Studio is required only for emulators, right, Arvind? It's not required for
Ah,
physical devices and cloud.
yes, it is not.
Arvind, if you're talking, can't hear you.
Same here.
Yeah, is it audible now?
Now it is fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Arvind.
think
Now
somehow
is
it went
we
into
just
mute.
lost,
Yeah.
you, Arvind. Like you were just saying something.
Ah, yes, just a minute. Yeah, is it audible now?
Yes, Arvind.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah. Let me share you the link. So over here. So once you install it, it's just again the same exe file. You can keep on going through the process. So nothing big update on that side as well. Just you can run through it. And if you open your Android Studio, so let's try to configure simulator and let's check it up. So I've already installed my Android Studio, so it doesn't require anything apart from Java. So you can just give the default settings. So before going to the simulator part, so let me connect my real device and show you how you can connect your real devices. Okay. Okay. So before that, there is something important. So every Android device or iOS device will have something like a Android version or an iOS version. Okay. So for your Android version, so basically you need to have the compatible packages available inside your laptop or desktop so that when you connect your device, it easily identifies it. Okay. That means like say somehow the Android Studio needs to be available, but you don't need to open it every time. That means because when you connect your device and you try to run it up, that particular Android device which runs on Android version 14, that 14 package needs to be available in your machine in order to run it up. Simple. So how to run it up, how to download the package is like say,
Sorry,
and
Arvind.
again,
Like for physical device, if I'm running Android version 14, that package needs to be installed. You were saying?
yes. So that package needs to be installed inside your device. That means inside your laptop or desktop, because mm, if you want to connect your device to Android Studio, so that Android Studio should recognize the device with the specific package. Correct, right?
You said
Like say,
an Android
Mhm.
Studio is not required, right, for a physical device to connect.
For physical device to connect, we don't require physical device to connect. Now also like I can connect my Android device, it will be visible. But if you want to do some operation on the device,
Okay.
then the Android version matters.
Okay,
So
Android
the
Studio also requires for
studio,
that.
yes, like say for example, maybe let me put it in another way. Like say if you are going to work on your device, okay, that means your specific Android version of device with Android Studio, then that particular package is required. Okay. So for example, now let me show you where can I do it. So if you see it at the top over here, there is something called a device manager available. So just okay, so we already have it, sorry. So if you see it over here, you can go to like say, where is it? Just give me a moment. Okay, so let's go to Android Studio settings, and there should be something called your SDK. Okay, Android SDK. Okay, So this Android SDK, once you install your Android Studio, it will be automatically set up. But while setting it up, it will ask for you which SDK. So SDK is nothing but software development kit. So which SDK you want to install it inside your Android Studio. So I would suggest, like, say, whichever the physical device you're holding, just download that particular SDK package. Like, say, for example, if you see it over here, so I use, like, say, my device is Android 14, so I'll click all this Android 14, whichever is compatible. So Android 14, Android 14, Android 14, yeah, this should be fine. So when I install all these things, the Android 14 software development kit will be available inside my machine. Okay, so I wouldn't suggest you to install all the software versions, okay, Android 14, 13 and other things, because it will dump in your laptop and it might become slow as well. Okay, but if you don't want to do it this way, and you want to just create an emulator and then go ahead, then you can go to your device manager. Okay, over here it's already open, this tab. So that is your device manager. Over here, go to plus symbol, create a virtual device. So select a phone, maybe a 7 Pro, and you can select phone, tablet, anything, doesn't matter. Click next, and here it will suggest for your Android version. So I usually go for one latest version lesser. That means the 14 version is available in industry, but I went for the 13 version. And again, a possible interview question will be, like, say, what is the API level of Android 13 or 14 or something like that? Because in some time back, in one of the interviews, they shooted at me this question, but I was answerless because I had never checked the API level. So here you can see the target and the API level. So for 14 it's API level 34, for 13 it's 33, and 12 it's 32, and it goes about like that. Okay, so
What is
now
this
most of
API? Arvind? Like, what
uh,
is it related?
it is related to the Android version, Android OS version. So if it is like if you're holding an Android device, you can see the Android version, right? 14 version, 13 version, something should be there. So each version will have a respective internal version available, which we call it as a 33, 34, something like this. So these are the packages, original packages, and these are the user level packages that are visible. So some people will tell, like, say, install, like, say, Android 15 version and check it up. So that means, like, say, you need to check it, like, say, any images like this 15 is available. So 34 is for Android 14. Okay, I think till here it's 14, 34. Maybe when a 15 version comes, Android 15 version comes, it might be 35 or 36 or something like that. So internally they have their own mappings available. So if it's a 14, it's 34. It's 13, it's 33, something like that. Okay.
Sir, if we have added this virtual device now, 14 already, so we don't get that plus symbol again to add, is it, in Android Studio?
You'll get it every time. You'll get it. You can add as many devices possible. No
But
issues.
can you just
Mhm.
show me where is that plus symbol available? As I'm just looking at it, I'm not able to find
Okay. No problem. So you where it will be available is, like, if you give this device manager, right? When you open your Android
it.
Studio,
Yeah.
there is a device manager
Uh-huh.
button over here near your
Yeah, I went
search.
into the tab.
So
Yes,
click
yes.
on it, and there is a plus symbol here.
I just have, okay. I have create device. Okay, that is only the plus
Ah,
symbol, I guess.
plus symbol. Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe you might.
yeah.
I didn't update
Okay,
the version actually. So for me, it's
okay,
plus
okay.
symbol.
Okay, okay. Then fine, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So 7 Pro and your Android version, let me keep it. So if you want the latest version, still you can download, but it will dump your laptop or your desktop more. So I'm just using my older version as well. So click on next, and here you can specify the how your virtual device should be available. Okay, for example, your front camera can be a web camera, your back camera can be a web camera. So anything you can give it up. So network, full speed, latency none, and most probably we'll be concerned with the memory. So here you can have, it will be initially very small size. Okay, so just give it as a GB. So you can turn it into 6 GB. So whatever you give, it will occupy the space inside your hard disk. Okay, so just be mindful on that. And SD card, no need SD card, so let it be there. And when you try to click on finish, you can see it will be available. It will created my device. Okay, okay, 7 Pro, it's available over here. So don't create more devices. It will again put your laptop into heavy state. So let me delete the older one. Okay, and it will be
So Arvind, like if
available.
you delete these
Mhm.
devices, whatever memory occupied in our laptop, that also will be
Will be
erased or
deleted.
again.
Yes, it will be erased. Yes, it will be erased. So if it didn't erase, so basically you can inside program file there will be something called Android Studio. So let me show it to you. Android Studio applications. Okay, this is my project. Okay, so where you can find out is like, let me give you an easier way. So go to Android Studio settings, and here there is an SDK location, right? Just you can copy this and search for this path, and here you have it up. All the images, everything will be stored over here only. So you can see system images are there, right? So this is nothing but whatever the software SDK version I've downloaded it, and this is the platform. Okay, and platform tools. So here the emulator would be available, not this one. So it should have a name, right name. I think it's system image. No, source skin, platform tools, emulators. I think mostly it is this emulator, but usually it will be deleted. Okay, so no issue should be there. But in case if it is still existing, just do check on these platforms. Okay, so Android 29, 30, so all these things are available. So I've just installed all these things, so that's the reason it's there. And also inside the system image, so this is where the almost the higher part of memory will be available. Okay, you can delete all these things. Okay, so it will free up your memory a bit. Yeah, but once you want to start it, just click on start over here. So it will take a minute or two to start it, because it's right now trying to create your virtual device over here. And your virtual device will be created. So after you install your Android Studio, so now you can check it over here, the command adb space devices, so that your emulator, whatever I started, it will be over here. So it's offline. Why? Because it's just now starting. So once it's online, it will be changed. Okay. So any doubts here so far?
So one question was like, if we want to do some any like testing on a physical device, Android Studio is required in order to install the version package, right?
Yes. Just install the version package and close the Android Studio. Not required.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
just the emulator version. Because what happens is like when you try to put the command adb devices, as I put it right now, it will check for the Android version attached to the laptop or desktop. So in order to access that, we need that packages. That's it.
okay. So for physical device also, whether it has connector or not, the command would be the same. ABD devices.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. ADB devices. Yes. Okay.
So once
So.
I start this virtual device, right, when I click on the play button, I'm
Mhm,
getting a command that the emulator process for AVD Pixel Android 14
mhm.
has terminated. So
Mm.
it says it has been
Maybe.
terminated.
Yeah, can you try to restart it again? Maybe close the running devices. Most probably you'll be under this running devices. So close it over here and just try to restart it again.
Where can I find the running devices, sir? I just didn't, like, I was not able to see them.
Okay, okay, no problem. So if you go to this Windows and
Okay.
okay, where is it? Okay, let me check it. Just a minute. I think it's inside the view. I think, yeah, view tools window and running
Okay.
devices.
Oh, okay.
Just click on
Running
this one.
device.
Yeah, and maybe close it and try to reopen it.
I don't find any running devices option here. I just have device manager, device explorer, Gradle.
Device Explorer you have?
Yeah, yeah, running devices. I got it. There is no
Okay.
running devices.
Okay. So then, what might be an issue? You have like this inside your device manager, like a block over
Yes,
here,
sir.
stop symbol. Try to stop it and restart
I
it.
don't have stop symbol there. I just have a
Mhm.
play button.
Okay,
I have a
then
play button.
play button. Okay, okay. But
Okay.
does your Android Studio have this Android 13, something like this, everything?
Yes, yes. Android 14 I have installed. Android 14
Okay,
Google
okay.
Play
Yeah, that's
because
fine.
I need to
Then
check
try
for 14
to.
devices. Yeah.
Sure, sure, no problem. Then just try to start it.
Okay. I just
Give a start.
played on, I mean, clicked on the play button. It says
Mm-hmm,
launch this AVD in the emulator. So I Android virtual device in the emulator it is asking. So when I click on that, it
mm-hmm,
says the emulator process for AVD Pixel 7
mm-hmm.
Pro Android 14 has terminated.
Terminated. Okay. Hmm.
Might be we can look into later because everyone should not get disturbed. It's fine,
Yeah,
sir.
maybe. Yeah, maybe we are at the end of the session anyhow. So maybe
Sure, sir.
that's all I had. Maybe you can wait. Maybe we'll sync up now. You can show me your
Sure,
screen.
sir.
So let's try it. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So that's all we had for today. Just to start the simulator and the installation part. So just do ping me your what to say, the name and WhatsApp number so that I can send in you the docs and stuffs. Okay, so if any doubts, we can discuss it. If not, we can close it for today.
Arvind, can you share all the step-by-step procedure for installation? Like,
Yes, yes, I'll share it right away. Yes, I'll share
yeah,
it.
sure.
Yep, thank you.
Sir, today you have to share this video or recording video. This
Uh,
I missed
yeah,
some loading.
yeah. The recorded video, like most probably tomorrow morning, it will be available. They'll ping it in the chat
Okay.
like how they did it today morning. So it will be like
Mm-hmm.
because right now in the time in India would be around like 10 or 11, I think. I'm not sure. So it will be shared tomorrow morning. Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
yeah. Thank you. Okay. So if there is no doubts, maybe Please feel free to drop off. And maybe yes, like someone had an issue, right? Maybe I'll make you a present. You can
Sir,
share me your screen. Yeah, yes, please. Yeah.
actually, I start virtual device from Eclipse, so it's showing
Ah,
session created. Why this happening? I don't know.
mm, you started the virtual device from
From
Eclipse.
Eclipse,
Okay. Mm, okay. So,
it's showing a
okay.
session exception.
mhm,
Session not created.
Session not created.
Yeah,
Okay. So you try to just open a emulator, right?
yeah,
Or
from emulator.
uh, emulator. Might be like, say, did you install like the packages actually? The Android packages?
No, actually, it automatically install maybe.
Okay. Because if the session is not created, the possible item would be like, say, either the device crashed or the packages are not available, the SDK packages.
Actually, if
Uh,
I can say in Android state like virtual device is working, and if I
ah,
want to install any application, I can install from Android Studio, but if I do the same from Eclipse, I can't. So
yeah, because Eclipse, maybe I think there are some plugins available. Okay, so maybe we can
mhm,
try with that plugin, because always like Eclipse doesn't point to the right SDK path, so that also might be an issue.
okay.
Because in Android Studio, like as I showed you now, right, the SDK path. So
Mm,
just check whether that path and in the Eclipse path whether it's the same.
yeah, it's same.
Same only. Okay.
Yeah,
Then how do you start it from Eclipse? Maybe is there a
Eclipse
button or
like
something?
from like generally we run the code, right?
Ah,
I,
from the code you start
yeah,
a simulator. Is it like that?
yeah, right. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So in that case, then is the simulator or emulator name is correct
Yeah,
and
name is
APM is
correct.
started? APM is
Uh,
started?
yeah, APM also started.
Okay, then we need to check it up. Yes, we need to check that one. Okay, so might be like, say, one at a time, maybe. Someone asked, like, say, it's not working, right? Maybe who was that? Sorry, I forgot to note the name. Some Android Studio issue, someone was telling.
Yeah, it's me, sir. Soumya.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So
Can
let
I
me
share my
make you a
screen?
present. Yeah. Yes, please.
One second. So here, one second, sir. Is my screen visible, sir?
Yes, it's visible. Yes.
I think I stopped sharing right now.
Okay.
One second. Okay. So here on the Android device,
hmm
is my screen visible, sir, right now?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. It's visible. So 7 Pro 14.
Yeah. When I click on this
So
play
7
icon,
Pro 14. Mm-hmm.
so
Okay. I think,
when I click on this
yeah,
play
click
button,
on it. The emulator process
yeah.
AVD 115. Hmm. Okay. Fine. Okay. I think this is due to like virtual, like, say, the ADB command only. Okay, just a minute.
I think I have connected my physical device also. Like
That doesn't.
physical
Yeah, that
device.
doesn't matter.
That
Yes, that
doesn't
doesn't
matter, is
matter.
it?
That doesn't matter. Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. Can you click on the like say? Can you go to settings, file settings?
Okay. You're the system manager, right?
Ah, no, no, no. In the
Yes.
Android Studio, file and
Android
settings.
Studio. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. File and settings. Yes.
Okay. So here the SDK is there. Can you copy this SDK path and try to open it in the Explorer?
SDK path here, right, sir?
Yeah, Android
Okay.
Studio. Yeah, yeah. Copy this path and open it in some file explorer. Yeah.
In the
The
search, like
yes.
Firefox. Okay.
Not a Firefox. Inside the My PC. Just locate it inside My PC. The path.
Okay. 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 Here I can locate it, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So emulator, platform tools, command line. Okay. Can you go to platform tools inside platform tools?
Okay, sir.
Can you try to start the ADB, the
ADB.
first one?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Can you just double click it or start? Yeah,
I'm doing that.
yeah. Run as
I'm clicking.
administrator or something.
Okay.
So did command line flickered and went or something like that?
No, no, it didn't happen. It's here, I
Okay.
guess.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, close it up. Uh, then can you show me the error? Can you try to play the button and let's see what is it?
Okay.
Something device manager emulator process for AVD has been terminated. Okay, just a minute. This is something related to the like say the software only. Nothing much.
Okay, sir. Actually want to do the, like, I will check for Android 14 devices for my app testing. So I have installed Android 14 since I don't have that
Yeah,
device. So I've
yeah.
created a virtual one.
Virtual one.
So
Yeah.
when I
Okay.
try to,
Okay. Maybe one possible thing would be like say, can you check your device space? Is the
yeah,
space is
sure, sure.
sufficient?
I think D drive, it is installed in the C drive for me right now, Android Studio.
Okay.
But D drive doesn't have space.
Okay. So okay.
It should not be a problem, I guess. Like I
Yeah.
still have
Yes.
around 277 GB
Mm,
space.
okay. So then in that case, the next step would be like say, can you go to like see users? See
Sure, sir.
users.
Inside the space.
See
User. Yes.
users. Yeah. Can you open that and yeah. Here app data local.
App data, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything app data available?
Yes, yes, it is down, I guess. It is inside some folder, I guess.
Mm, most probably it will be hidden. Can you go to the view and at the top near the share view and
Yeah,
show
it did not
hidden
show.
items is
Oh,
there, right? Yeah. Can you
yes,
check
yes.
mark it? Yeah. Is there app
Okay,
data is
app
there?
data. Yes, sir. Okay.
And local
Okay.
and inside that Google Android Studio.
Google, right, sir? Or
Ah,
Android Studio.
Google, and inside
Google
that the Android Studio. Yeah.
Android Studio. Okay.
And here there is something called a log available.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you open that idea? Idea. Yeah.
Yes. Notepad. Yes.
Yeah. Here search for it actually. The last, is there any exceptions or something? Uh,
And try to maximize it.
yeah. Maybe go to today's date and check for some issues are there.
It is actually the downwards, which is, but today I just wanted to check. I'm sorry for the disturbance. I
No
just
problem.
have some kid.
No problem. Okay,
Yeah,
here
it is
we are.
today. It is 23/4. This was on April. Okay. It is for the fifth month. Yeah, here I have. It was at when I started installing that.
Okay. Is there showing any errors or something?
Just checking it. Must call.
Yeah.
Mm. No errors still. I just have till 10:10 p.m. After that, there are no
Okay.
logs here.
Yeah, it has
Yeah,
terminated the
here.
ADP connection. All projects
Java
are
IO
running.
exception.
Okay. So it's not able to read or write, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What you do it is like, can you go to the Android Studio? Can you scroll down a little more down on this one?
Sure, sir.
On that notepad? Yeah. Can you scroll down a little more?
I'm sorry. Here. We were here.
Yeah. Can you go till the last actually? The last one.
Okay.
Scroll till the end.
Okay, here we still have emulator. It is saying no valid SDK root library.
Okay. I suspected. Maybe what we can do, can you go to your Android Studio and
Okay. One second. Sorry.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah, over here, can you click on the pencil edit symbol?
Yes, yes. One second, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, maybe okay. So here it's not able to edit it. Okay. Can you cancel this one? I'll tell you. Yeah. Can you go
Yeah.
to before that, can you open your command prompt?
Sure, sir.
CMD.
Yeah.
Can you type like ADB space devices?
Sure, sir.
Let's check whether it works. Yeah,
This is
then
my
it's fine.
physical device. No, no,
Physical
no. This
device.
is my physical device. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I just
So
try to.
so why I try to run this command is like just to check whether AVD is working fine. So AVD is working
Okay.
fine. So now the problem lies in the Android 14 package. So what you
Okay.
can do it is like say you can delete this Pixel 7 Pro.
Uh
Uh,
huh.
yeah, maybe you can delete it up completely.
Wipe data or delete it completely, sir?
Delete
Delete
it.
this.
Yes,
Okay.
delete it.
Okay.
And you can go to Android Studio file settings. So we need to download the Android 14 package completely. So that's the problem.
Okay.
So here, wherever there is Android 14, right? Or you
Yes.
can see it like, can you go to SDK tools?
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
so here, SDK update sites, maybe just a minute.
Sure, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. Now go to SDK platform. So
Hmm.
now you can see like Android 14 is not installed and there is an
Correct.
update available, right? So whatever is
Ah,
there in Android 14, just try to download it and install it. And I think it should work after that.
okay. So which should be installed, sir? Like extension 18 or extension 11?
Extension 11, 8, and above that, all the 14.
Okay. All the three should be downloaded, is it?
All the three, yes, yes. And I
Okay.
see like the first one, Android 14, there is an update available. Maybe due
That
to
is
that
not clickable
also
actually.
not clickable.
Yes.
Hmm, okay. Can you click on the show package detail checkbox at the bottom above the cancel button?
Huh?
Yeah. Can you scroll up a little more?
Scroll
Okay.
down,
Okay.
right?
Scroll down. Yeah, sorry, scroll down.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, can you try to check this checkboxes? Android 14, everything?
Sure.
Yeah, this one. Yes. Yeah, that also. And that as well. And above that, were you able to check it?
Yeah, one second, sir. Just checking it.
Mm, yes. Uh, Sandbox not required. I don't know what is that. They didn't give the version. That sandbox you cannot
Okay.
check. Yeah, now you can apply and it will install.
I'll click on
Apply.
OK.
Okay, yeah. Click on OK. Hello. I think we lost you. Hello. Is my voice? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I think we lost her. Okay, maybe we can, yeah, we can drop off and we can connect tomorrow. Yes,
Yeah.
I will
So Arvind,
let
like
them. Yeah,
here you are trying to install again these versions here, right?
package.
That's
Yes, yes.
only, yeah. But that package is only for real devices we have to install, right? Even for whether we doing
Simulator,
emulating
simulator
device.
is mandatory. Simulator it is mandatory. Simulator and emulator it's mandatory. But for real device, like sometimes we need to install in certain cases because sometimes that ADB device might not recognize our version actually. So at that time we need to install. So it's
But
on
for
demand basis.
simulator and emulator, it's compulsory.
Mandatory. Yes, yes.
What is emulator is something like we are replicating of same like a physical device. What is simulator, Arvind? Yeah.
Simulator only the software component will be replicated, hardwares will not be replicated.
I mean, like simulator and emulator are both terminology same or something is different.
It's almost the same only. The slight difference is like when it's an emulator, both hardware and software will work.
Okay,
It will replicate the same behavior as real device. But for simulator, only the software.
okay, understood. But we nothing to do with the simulator, right? Generally, we'll be working
Yeah.
with emulator.
Either real device or it's a cloud actually. Yes. In certain companies they insist to use this simulator and emulators, so that's the reason we by default give it up. Yeah.
Okay. But generally, emulator is something like that we are replicating like a physical device and working on it. Simulator is just like you were saying, so it's only related to software.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Okay. But still, it confusion, Arvind. Like I did
Yeah,
not
I
understood
always
the main difference between simulator and emulator.
simulator. Actually, there is only a slight difference actually. So simulator is like say when you take it as a simulator versus emulator. So basically, an emulator is like both software and hardware of a real device will be replicated.
Okay.
And in simulator, it is something like only software will be replicated. That means the device OS. The hardware functionality will not be replicated.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So that's why, like, you might have heard about some PlayStation console as an emulator or something, so that it replicates the behavior of hardware component itself inside a laptop or a desktop. Whereas simulator is something like only a software, like simulations will tell, right? Only the how the software will behave, we'll be able to check it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Ah, yeah, sure, no problem. So let's meet up again tomorrow, and I think Azar left, so maybe we'll clarify that out tomorrow with him. Yep.
Yeah, but installation only is very lengthy process here.
Yeah, it's quite lengthy. Yes, big process. Yeah,
Not sure, but
total.
how many issues I'll see from I'll try to install tomorrow.
Yeah, yes, yeah, sure. Okay. Thank you all. So let's meet up tomorrow. Thank you.